Hello, sports fans. This is Stephen Hill for JustMyPicks.com, and I'm bringing you a very special AFC Divisional card matchup between the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on the Denver Broncos. Before I get right into that, make sure you're subscribed right now to the YouTube channel so you can get all the updates of the hottest video breakdowns and the hottest debates in sports. Without any further ado, we want to hop right into the NFL playoff action between the Steelers taking on the Broncos. Now, coming into this game, we saw the Pittsburgh Steelers last week in the AFC wild card round survive the Cincinnati Bengals in what was a very sloppy game at the end as far as penalties, as far as cheap shots, as far as players losing control. And we saw the Pittsburgh Steelers and Big Ben Roethlisberger come back after being knocked out by Vontaze Burfict. I think that's how you say it, but the guy really is a dirty player. There's not a place in the NFL for that kind of stuff, even though it was a clean hit that put Big Ben out. Big Ben came back and led the guys down the field for them to go ahead and get the eventual score that put them into this round. You're looking at the Pittsburgh Steelers, and that defense is horrendous. You're looking just overall at what this team does well. They do have Antonio Brown on the outside. You do have Bryant on the other side that can mix it up in the offense, that can really do some great things. Big Ben Roethlisberger, as far as having run support, does have good backup running backs. We saw the fourth and fifth running backs, if you will, for the Pittsburgh Steelers do pretty good against the Bengals defense. And you're looking at them going from one style of defense to a fast and physical style to another, which Denver is similar to that as far as the big physical players. You're looking at DeMarcus Ware and Von Miller. They're licking their chops. Now that Big Ben is not 100%, there's no guarantee that his shoulder is going to be 100% by the time of game next week, but you have to keep in mind, these guys are still some of the most ferocious pass rushers in the NFL. If Big Ben is not 100%, that makes it better for them because he can't do his best to get away from those guys as far as using his full attributes of strength and just some of the things we're used to seeing Big Ben take, where Big Ben could take the big shot after shot after shot and still stay in a football game. And with that bum shoulder, you never know what could happen because he did sit out a few series, if you remember, in that game, and it's not overall guaranteed that Big Ben is going to be 100%. So the Denver Broncos defense is licking their chops right now. They're saying, we saw what they did against the Bengals, and we can step up because our defense is a little better than the Cincinnati Bengals. You're looking at that secondary. Akeem, Talib, and Harris have to be on point in what they're doing as far as playing man-to-man because Bryant or Brown can beat you deep at any point in time. All they need is a little bit of room, and they can stretch the field 80 yards a play. So you're looking overall, the special teams has to be on point for Denver. The defense has to be on point for Denver. And now we get to the offense. With the Denver Broncos letting everyone know that Peyton Manning will be the starter, which I think is the right thing to do. That gives this offense a little bit of time to gel. I know Peyton Manning has not been in the saddle the last couple of weeks because of injury, and he came back just a few weeks ago to lead them to a victory and to that first round bye. You have to respect the mind of Peyton Manning. Peyton Manning has a lot of intelligence. Defenses still have to respect his skill set because he can not only beat them with his brain, he can scare them with some of the stuff that he does. He's still the sheriff. He may not be able to make every single throw, but he can make the offense get into what it needs to do. He can call an offense just like a pitcher would call a baseball game. So he has the respect of the league, and I think that that's what's going to carry him on in this. This defense is going to play well against the Pittsburgh Steelers, and I think that the Denver Broncos offense, you're going to see Demaryius Thomas wake up in the playoffs. You're going to see these guys play a solid football game. Plus, the run game for the Denver Broncos is going to be a little bit better this week. You know why? Because they don't have to go up a good defensive front. They're going up against a defense that, at best, the defensive line with Hayward is the best player that they have on defense. I don't think the Pittsburgh Steelers will be able to keep up with that offense because the zone run scheme will have these guys gashed time and time again, and I think that the Denver Broncos will not only win this football game, but advance. You're looking at overall Peyton Manning and what he's able to do. He's going to give it one last shot this year, possibly retire after. A surefire Hall of Famer is going to intimidate that defense over there of the Steelers. They don't have the playmakers. Palomalu's not walking through that door. Ryan Clark's not walking through that door. None of the heavy hitters for the defense are walking through that door. James Harrison is possibly the last one left of the old regime on that defense, and we're looking how effective will they really be against this Denver Broncos offense. I think the Denver Broncos offense with the two tight end sets running the football with the zone running scheme is a better depiction of what's going to happen. I think they're going to run the ball healthy. I think they're going to get the job done against the Pittsburgh Steelers, and that's why I'm picking the Denver Broncos to beat the Pittsburgh Steelers in the playoff in the division AFC division game. So, all you Steelers fans, all you Broncos fans, leave your comments in the comment section below. Also, check out justmypicks.com for all the breaking news, all the hottest updates in sports. And as always, we thank you for checking in. And go ahead and like our page on Facebook, Facebook.com/justmypicks, so we can debate with you each and every day. And thank you so much. We'll break down next week where we have our AFC and NFC championship game. So, thank you so very much. We'll see you next week.